Just a little tease right quick to remind you guys to sign up for the October challenge with LASHAE on ifyoucanmove.com. The link is down below in the description box. Y'all know I went from a large to a medium, and I just found out that I won for most referrals on the Hip Hop Tabata challenge from August, so I'm so excited. Okay, I just finished working out with Kiara. I did like 2 workouts, which were like an hour a day. I love her so much. Her energy is so amazing, and I'm so happy that I'm in this place, y'all, because I love, like, I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was cute before, but I'm super cute now. And I can't wait to see what I look like after the October challenge. Lyric is actually joining me. My husband is joining me for the October challenge, which starts on October 11th. If you're going to, become a part of the challenge, I need you guys to go on the site, sign up, okay? Tell them that I sent you, okay? And also get your weighted bands. Okay, get your booty bands so you can be fully engulfed in this. You definitely need the weighted bands for Trap and Tone October 11th, you guys. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all sign up. I'm so excited. All right, y'all. And also, please don't forget about this ISOT. I know that y'all stay trying to, say, oh, y'all scamming people. Look, okay, why would I be buying it and using it myself? Am I scamming myself? That don't even make sense. Look at me. Okay, it's all been a part of the journey. And if you want to try, you can get your money back. Like, if you want to try the samples and you don't like it, you can get your money back, the whole 9. Okay, it's easy peasy if you just want to try it out. I would definitely suggest it if you're working out and everything. If you have like some stomach issues and you're always trying to regulate, I would definitely suggest getting the tea, because whenever we're like feeling nauseous or our stomach is upset, we drink the tea, we feel better, we use the bathroom. Okay, so get into. Well, anyway, I hope you guys joined the challenge, and let's get into whatever video you're about to watch. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I'm back for another Married at First Sight review, y'all. So let's get into it. So Woody and Amani are waking up that morning, and they doing mimosas and breakfast and flowers out the refrigerator. It's cute. And this is the early stages, okay? But eventually, it starts adding up, especially that good champagne for the mimosas. That's why you got to get that J. Roger, girl, or that Prosecco, okay? You got to get you some real good Prosecco. We like Josh Prosecco with our mimosas, because it's not too sweet, but it's not too expensive either. But it's still, more expensive than the J. Roger. But the J. Roger will, have your head hurting and have your stomach bothering you because it's so damn sweet. But it do taste good, okay? But look, that's a little mimosas tea for y'all. Anyway. They decide they have to come up with a budget, because upon discussion, we out here spending money frivolously, okay? But really it's because they're single people, First of all, Woody lives with his grandmother, so I'm sure there is, a nice little chunk of money that doesn't have to go to certain expenses. So he can spend, $1,000, on an outfit to wear somewhere. And I was just kind of like, my G, like, that's how much you spending on one outfit? I mean, I'm a woman, so our clothes tend to be cheaper, but still, like, I'm just saying, I don't know, I don't know, okay? But I did understand, like $150 a date. And I just kind of feel like $150 a date don't need to be every week, okay? Our dates need to be at home sometimes, dinner, at the table with some candles, like, make it cute. But we don't need to spend $150 on a date every week, because then that comes with $600 a month on eating out. And I just kind of feel like that's a little bit too much for the budget. I mean, especially if you think about car notes, car insurance in New Orleans, okay, because it's high. What else? Energy bill. Do you pay an energy bill? Because if you pay an energy bill, I'm sorry, y'all, that's the stuff that be expensive here. Okay, your health insurance, but y'all probably got jobs, so y'all health insurance probably coming out y'all check, so that's not like a big expense for y'all, but I pay out of pocket, so that's a big expense for me. But I was just like, yeah, no, y'all got to budget a little, so y'all don't be spending all y'all money. It's different when you single, because when you become a couple, y'all be trying to reach goals and shit. And when you be trying to reach goals and shit, you got to save your money. So Brett tries to act like nothing is wrong with him. Y'all know last episode, he and Olivia had a very uncomfortable conversation, which ended in him saying that she was so insecure because she wasn't sure if he was being sincere with her, because he is 2 different people on camera and off camera, okay? He's exhausting. He basically makes it seem as if she's the only one that has an issue. So they talk to the doctor, and he thinks that him being aware of the cameras is normal and it isn't an issue. He's basically trying to control the narrative, which is so ridiculous because it's a reality show about relationships. It's not a reality show in which you are put into, a hostile environment with people you don't know so y'all can fight, like on, Love and Hip Hop or, any of those shows. So to me, it would just make more sense to relax and just be as genuine as you can in the moment instead of always trying to change yourself because the cameras are around, because people notice that. We notice about the perfect answers and you just always trying to control what you look like, not realizing that you're making yourself look worse. He believes because they're talking about it, he's being sincere. And I'm like, yeah, no. That's not how any of this works. Just because we're talking about a situation on camera right now does not mean that there are certain instances where you don't clam up and change how you act, change your responses, or act funny. And I don't even think it's just about the camera situation. All in all, there seems to be a condescension that happens. Like he's condescending towards her whenever it's something he doesn't like or agree with. And that is exhausting. That is exhausting to be trying to create a connection with someone and when you're trying to tell them about your feelings instead of them like accepting the feelings and working from an emotional place with you. Like, no, I don't know why you feel like that. I don't feel like, no, I feel like this, like you have to talk about what you're feeling. Like he just says shit like, oh, okay, instead of commenting on what she said. So now you're leaving her to feel like she doesn't know where she stands, even though she's just communicated with you that she's having a misunderstanding. And it seems like you're doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going to be an asshole because you're telling me something about myself. I'm going to act as if, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I don't recall doing that. You're going to have to tell me the next time I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stupid shit like that. That's exhausting to me. The doctor tells them that they have to trust each other. And she brings up him saying she was insecure. He thinks that she was picking a fight. And that's what I'm talking about. Like how we're having a conversation that we're not really having. I'm telling you how I feel. I'm uncomfortable. I'm unhappy. So I'm trying to tell you how I feel. And instead of listening to how I feel and working and talking about how I'm feeling in this moment, you thinking I'm trying to start a fight with you so that I can have an easy way out of the relationship. That's his insecurity. Okay. But I feel like nobody wanted to tap on the fact that he is very insecure in this process himself. It's not just Olivia being insecure about trusting him. It's him being insecure that she really is going to want him. I'm telling you, that girlfriend that cheated on him sure did do a number on him. He says that he feels like Olivia is mean. And she says she doesn't mean to be mean. And he's like, well, I don't mean to be disingenuous, but that didn't really seem to matter. And see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, how does that resolve the issue now that you brought up something that bothers you? How does that resolve my issue? See what I'm saying? And I kind of felt like I needed the doctor to call him out on that, but he didn't, but whatever. The doctor asked if he understands how she feels. And he says, yeah, he gets it, but like, okay, fine. You get it, but I don't know if it's ever going to be resolved. Bennett meets with his sister and her stuffed duck. I mean, all Bennett could do was giggle the entire time, and I appreciate him for that. He better than me. Then she breaks out the tarot cards, and I got upset. Because it's like, fine, make people who are into tarot cards seem crazy because you're sitting there with a stuffed duck. I'm like, that made me mad, y'all. I was like, y'all, I like tarot cards. I like tarot readings and stuff like that. Like, I have a few people that do really good tarot readings on signs that I watch all the time. Like, I pay Patreon for Tarot by Bronx. Like, I love her. Okay? So I'm like annoyed that y'all trying to make people who are into tarot look crazy. But this girl sitting here with a stuffed duck. I'm talking about he's not eating his potatoes. Can we get some bird seeds fun? Like, look, all right, fine, whatever. So the cards are very close to the situation that Bennett and Amelia have found themselves in, being, naked strangers tied together. In the middle of the conversation about Amelia, she asked the duck, about his food, which, I mean, honestly, even though she's talking about how great Amelia and Bennett are for one another, it does kind of seem like some passive aggressive way of dealing with your brother falling in love with someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she might not be as happy about that as, she wants him to think she is. I don't know. But it just kind of seemed like something somebody would do when, you know, they really not too happy about the situation. Like, I'm just going to interrupt you right quick. And then what were you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really care. Kind of like that. But, you know, then she goes to talk about how they're twin flames and they're soulmates and all of that stuff. And I was just kind of like, okay, so are you for it or are you not for it? Because there have been a few times where I felt like that sister has kind of, you know, been like, is this really what Bennett wants? Because I don't know if this is really what Bennett wants. You know what I'm saying? Is it just me that gets this vibe off the sister? Y'all comment down below and let me know. So, yes, Karen and Miles talk and play 4 questions. You know how it's like 4 questions and one of them is a lie. And it's cute. It's cute. It's a good little conversation. They have a good time. And it ends with him saying that he wants them to go and get matching tattoos. Or, I guess, get tattoos. That doesn't necessarily have to be matching tattoos. I don't know. I don't remember. It's not in my notes. But she wanted to do that. He said that's why he chose that, because that's something that she was talking about she wanted to do. I was like, Karen wants a tattoo? Oh, okay. Can't wait to see how that's going to play out. But it was cute enough. We're seeing them start to like each other a little bit more, get a little bit more comfortable, spend more quality time with each other, see her open up more, be more affectionate. It's cute. Henry's homegirl comes over to talk. And she basically tells him that he needs to accept who he is. And he needs to, like, let Christina know, yo, this is who I am. I'm not going to turn into one of your ex-boyfriends to make you happy. I am this type of person. I'm confident in being this type of person, okay? And she doesn't really see how these two people have been brought together. She doesn't see it because she feels like, you know, they're so fundamentally different. And they had that housewarming party and she noticed how rude Christina was to, you know, production. And that bothered her because she's like, you know, Henry isn't like that. He isn't rude. He wouldn't handle a situation in that way. So, yeah, you know, a lot of people are wondering about this Henry-Christina matchup. You know, why? Why did y'all do this to them? Henry wants to give it a chance. And I think, you know, Henry wants to give it a chance because he feels like if he doesn't, he might miss out on the opportunity to actually find and be in a relationship with someone who really wants to be with him. Because I feel like it can get to that point, you know. But the problem that I have is, how do you have all these girlfriends and all of them can read you and tell you about what's good for you, but you ain't never been in a relationship with none of them? Make it make sense for me. I'm just saying, because I feel like everybody wants to talk about how great Henry is, but y'all done friend zoned his ass, okay? So don't sit up here and not be honest with him about his downfalls when it's shit that you wouldn't want in a man. And then y'all get mad at Christina for saying, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that. But you wouldn't want to be with a man who had those tendencies either. You know, the tendency to not want to look you in the eye or be affectionate with you. Then we see Amelia talk to her friend about Bennett, and she feels like, you know, they really know each other and the sex is really nice. And she feels content for the first time in her life. Like, Amelia and Bennett's relationship is definitely at the top for as far as where they are with it. Like, feeling the love and being in love and being physical, like, they're there. And I think it's adorable. I love it. I really do love Amelia and Bennett's relationship. They're cute. Super, super, super cute. Christina's friend Chris comes over so they can talk. And emotionally, Christina is all over the place. And he also brings up this housewarming party. And she, you know, also feels as if she just doesn't get why they were paired together, okay? She's like, you know, I'm somebody that had sex on the first date. And we still haven't, you know, had sex. She says maybe Henry just sees her as a friend. Maybe it's too late. I think she feels like maybe she's turned him off to the point of no return. But her homeboy is like, maybe you need to just press his buttons a little bit, not in a negative way, but just kind of push him, you know, or maybe you're going to have to take the initiative. Like, I know you don't want to do that, but you may have to take initiative in order to get the ball rolling, because maybe if you make the move, once you've made the move, y'all get a little bit more comfortable. Next time, he'll make the move. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Christina has to be a little bit more open and give a little bit more. You can't use the same strategy and rules for your previous toxic ass relationships for this one. Then we see Amelia and Bennett go to DeSoto National Forest, and he tells her that he loves her, and he's like, you know, on the little cell phone video, and he's like, I just told her, you know, that I love her, and, you know, I haven't really heard anything back, you know, and they giggle about it, and then she looks up at him, she was like, I love you too. And I was just like, I want to go to DeSoto National Forest. Where is that? Where is that? I want to go and take pictures. I'm gonna look that up today. They're so cute. I'm so glad that they both said it, okay? Cause child, the way Woody told Amani that he loved her, and she was just like, that's fine. I'm still gonna wait though. So y'all, Karen and Miles go to the park, and it's like the anniversary. It's the 1 month anniversary for everybody. So they're giving each other gifts, right? So he gives her a t-shirt with like black TV couples on it, which I thought was really, really cute. Karen feels like they've been balancing each other out, and it's been a month since, you know, she married a stranger, and look where they are, you know, which really doesn't give him, I guess, much insight into how she's feeling about him. But, you know, it's something, I guess. So then they look through their wedding album, which you have to do. Like, me and Lyric do this, you know, ever so often, look through our wedding book. And she's glad that she went through with the process, because y'all know at first she didn't know if she wanted to do it once she looked at his Instagram and saw that he expressed his emotions. But now, you know, she says that he treats her very well, so she's glad that she gave it a shot. And then they go through and read their vows to each other. And, you know, she says that she wants to be the best version of herself for him. And he asks if he's been that for her. And she's like, yes, you've been that for me. And it's cool, but he still wants to have sex. And I feel like at the end of the day, if we are not having a physical intimacy at some point, I'm not going to want to stay married to somebody if they don't want to physically have sex with me after a month of being married to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, they have a whole nother month before they have to decide whether they're going to stay married. And if they don't bump and grind within that time period, I don't see him wanting to marry her, and I wouldn't want to either. Because it's like, you know, why would you sign up for this process if you were still going to go at a snail's pace with opening up? You know what I mean? Like, date regularly if you're going to take this long to come to the conclusion. Date regularly. But why get into this situation where you're marrying somebody at first sight, also you can move at a snail's pace? Get in and get gone. Amani and Woody celebrate their anniversary. She's excited to see what 2 months looks like, because 1 month is popping. Okay, she was like, anniversary. Yeah, I was dying laughing. It's our anniversary. It's a special day. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Time for you and me. Da, 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 da. Look, I don't know, y'all. Whenever I hear that, da, 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 it always makes me think about the Kirk Franklin song, Rain. Because I think that's where they got that from. They sampled it. Da, 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 da. Rain. Melodies from heaven. See, I just switched that on, y'all. Never mind. Continuing on. Okay. Amani and Woody, they push each other outside of their comfort zones. And he says that she makes him feel different than anybody else that he has ever been with. And I love it. Okay. And then they go through their wedding album. It's a happy moment. Amani is approaching the love train. Don't get me started. That's my song too. One night, can't sleep, too hurt to leave, gotta call him up. Look, I'm gonna listen to that when I'm done doing this video. But he bought her some diamond stud earrings, and then got coupons for massages and sex in the shower. He was like, oh, you want a little quickie? Cash it in. You want a massage? Cash it in. You want a date? Cash it in. I was just like, y'all are cute. I love y'all. Y'all are so cute. And she cashes in on a foot massage. And I was like, child, sometimes when Lyric massage my feet, oh, remind me why I fell in love with this nigga. Anyway, so yeah. Then we see Amelia and Bennett, you know, do their anniversary thing. And she sings a song for him in like her little onesie with her guitar. She has a really great voice. I like the song. I thought it was just beautiful. And the fact that they're both musically inclined people, I just love this, okay? Like, they just do everything for me. So Brett and Olivia watched their wedding video, and he says that he does have affectionate feelings for her, and she may be the one. They enjoyed watching the wedding video together. Also, can we talk about the video we saw of them when the cameras aren't around, how he's like picking her up and scooping her up and being affectionate towards her, versus how it seems as if he's like almost uncomfortable when the camera's around to like touch her, as if he thinks she's gonna reject him. I don't know what's going on with Brett and Olivia, but I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't see it. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. So Christina and Henry go through their album, and she makes jokes that Henry can tell. And she, you know, is kind of making jokes that he's not happy with her. You know, he's like, oh, you can tell you didn't really want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Christina and Henry go through their album, and Christina is like kind of making little snide jokes, I guess, like, you know, oh, you can tell you really didn't want to be there, you know, I guess because she feels insecure about the way he feels about her. That insecurity is kind of starting to show itself in the way she, you know, interacts with him. And while they're like looking at the pictures, they didn't realize how much they were kissing and being affectionate towards each other. It's weird how they were when they first met each other versus what it is now. So they eat and they discuss all the ups and downs and, you know, how he's different, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe she's now realizing that she has to stop comparing him to her exes and realize that there might be something about Henry, okay, that is good for Christina, that has absolutely nothing to do with what Christina is used to. I also think that's Karen's problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are used to toxic ass men. Like, that's just my opinion. So, you know, maybe Christina and Henry will work out. I don't see it, but maybe it'll work out. I don't know. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. But anyway, you guys, that was Married at First Sight. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.